rather than engaging in political games driven by polling done by the Democratic Senatorial Committee on this minimum wage bill that, if passed, would only hurt low-income African American and Hispanic teenagers. Instead, we ought to come together with bipartisan unanimity to say we will stand with the American people to bring millions of jobs. We will stand with the American people to raise median income. We will stand with the American people to make it easier for people who are struggling to achieve the American dream. Therefore, Madam President, I have proposed an amendment to replace the text of S. 2223, the Minimum Wage Act, with the text of the American Energy Renaissance Act that I've introduced, S. 2170. We should all come together and vote on removing the government barriers, opening up new federal lands and resources to developing high-paying, promising jobs that expand opportunity. Madam President, in conclusion, let me say this debate comes down to two numbers. It's not a complicated debate. This debate comes down to two numbers. On my left, the real Obama minimum wage, $0.00 an hour, and I'm sorry to say, in this Democratic Senate, this chamber is largely empty. There is no discussion of fundamental tax reform, of regulatory reform, of removing the barriers that have caused the lowest labor force participation since 1978. Instead, we're debating a bill to increase unemployment. This minimum wage bill, the nonpartisan CBO has told us, would increase. More people would be paid $0.00 an hour under the bill before this chamber. No wonder Congress's approval rating is 8, 10, 12%. When you take the greatest challenge facing Americans right now, the need for economic growth and jobs, and the United States Senate in Democratic control won't even talk about providing real relief there, no wonder people are disgusted with the United States Congress. And you want to know what this debate is about? Compare $0.00 an hour to $46.98 an hour. I want to see millions of Americans making $40, $50, $60 an hour, providing for their kids, having a better future. Madam President, as I travel this country, over and over again, men and women come up to me. They look me in the eyes, they say, Ted, I'm scared. I'm scared that we are bankrupting this country. I'm scared that my kids and grandkids are not going to have the future, the opportunity, the freedom we've been blessed to have. Madam President, this United States Senate has an opportunity to address that. We should pass the American Energy Renaissance Act. We should stop making it harder for working Americans, but instead we should come together for jobs and economic growth. Thank you, Madam President.